Welcome to Still a Little Salty, the podcast where we're not afraid to add a little flavor to our faith and a lot of laughter to our lives.
We're your hosts, Christy and Heather, two friends who have seen life's ups, downs, and the salty in-betweens.
We're here to talk about real life, real faith, real friendships, and all the moments that shaped us along the way.
So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's dive in.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I am good.
I'm so happy to be here with you.
Yes, this is officially episode 1
Yes.
of Still a Little Salty.
We are jumping right in.
Yes.
So, where do we start?
So, introductions, obviously, because there's followers that know me, but they don't know you.
This is
and
true.
then there's followers that know you, but they don't know me.
Why don't you go first?
I will. So, my name's Christy. I have known Heather now for, oh my gosh.
2008,
Yeah.
maybe?
So, like a decade and a half.
Yeah.
We're just going to round around.
We're going to round almost 2.
Yes. I'm 36. I'm a bonus mom. I'm a fur mom. And I am just now finding my faith. And I want to share with the world who I am, my experiences, and self-help kind of thing.
Try to get people that may be in the same place that you were at one point that need to know that they're not alone.
So the thing that comes to mind, and for anyone listening that isn't super deep into their faith, and it's okay because this is a safe space, but the term that comes to mind when I think about my newfound faith, our friendship, our experiences, and the similarities with our experiences is God use me. I think that everything happens for a reason, and the experiences that we have are supposed to be shared with the world, and we are supposed to tell them and not look at them as you said the other day, woe is me.
Yeah.
So I would like to get out of this entire thing a way to, one, document, because I think it's pretty cool. I want us to be able to look back when we're 80 and be like, oh my God, we did that.
Turn
even
it
if,
up. I can't hear it, but it sounds really good.
even if only 5 people follow. But I'm just, so in a roundabout way, I'm just excited to get a message out there, whatever that message may be for those watching, because I think everyone's going to receive this differently, and they're going to take what they want and leave what they don't.
I think that's the perfect way. I love it.
Yes.
This is going to be, I think, more than just healing for us. I think it's going to help us grow even more as friends, as moms, as people.
Yes.
So I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
I'm Heather. Christy and I met back in, what did we say, 2008, working at Subway.
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich artists for life. We make a mean sub. I'll tell you what. And we've just kind of been stuck together like 2 pieces of cheese at Subway.
Or 2 buns.
2 buns. And so, yes, I wouldn't say always been a Christian. I started going to church when I was 10-ish with my friend, and kind of just went along with it for a long time. I moved away out west and made some great friends, but felt like an outcast because nobody there was a Christian. I almost felt embarrassed to be a Christian, and I just didn't let the world know ever. Like it was, I feel like if people knew, it was like a surprise. And I recently, I guess in the last 5 years since my mom died, I've realized that there's no reason to be embarrassed. And I feel sad that I was embarrassed for so long.
Me too.
and just worried about what people thought about me when I say things like Jesus died and rose again to save us from our sins,
or even I'm going to pray for you.
Yeah, it's hard. And I want, people know me. I have lots of different friends. Lots of them are Christians, lots of them are not. And some of them are adamantly anti-Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the hardest friends to be around. And I don't know that I'm around them very often, but it's not in my heart to cast anyone aside that's doing something that I don't think is biblical, however you want to say it. I just want people to see me for who I am.
Yes.
Now I'm off on a tangent. Oh.
No, it's all right.
So aside from that, my husband and my children attend church with me, and they're amazing and sweet and kind and so cute, and I love it. I got some animals, chickens and goats and cats and dogs and all kinds of overwhelming amount of extracurricular activities. That's my life. But I think I thrive on it. I like always being on the edge.
Thrive in the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like standing on the cliff trying to hold everything from falling off all the time.
I remember days when I was like that, like chaos. But I don't think that I necessarily enjoyed the chaos. I think it was more so I just kind of had a chaotic life.
You just had no choice.
No.
Sink or swim.
Yes. So, and we'll get into those things. But so yes, a faith-based podcast, but real life experience podcast.
Yeah.
There's going to be slip ups on the cussing. We're talking about ways to bleep those out. Might be with Rosie the goat.
You never know what you might hear around here.
Facts.
All kinds of weird things will probably come out of our mouths.
Yes. But as you said the other day, we also don't want this podcast to be a scare people away that are like, we're not really in the realm or in the interest of faith. Because there's also going to be conversations about just life experiences, whether it's funny life experiences, health, family, obviously grief, which again, we have had so many. So I guess we should get into that. For our first episode, we're introducing who we are. How old are you?
Oh, I am 37, I think.
Yikes.
How old
I'm just
are
kidding.
you?
I'm 36.
I'm 1 year older than her. I think I'm 13 months older than you.
Yeah, you're 1 year, 1 month, and 10 days.
There you go.
Because I'm 1-4 and you're 2-14.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
Actually, that's weird that we both have 4.
Maybe
I'm
it's
a numbers person. I'll have to look into that.
She's really into the signs.
I am.
And wonders. And I like it. I just never think about it. Like the other day, you said something, we were texting and you're like, it's 11:11. And I'm like, okay.
You don't know what that is?
Well, I sort of do, I guess. But then today, I was just at work and I just I was thinking about you and this, and I looked down and I'm like, clock, 11:11.
Nuh-uh.
Not swear.
Jesus bums. So shout out Pastor Bill. He calls them, instead of goosebumps, Jesus bumps. So I have taken that on into my life, and I have now started to say it. And even Casey, shout out Casey. Casey now will text me and be like, Jesus bumps.
I don't know that I got Jesus bumps in my vocabulary, but I'll try for you.
What was the
That
beat?
was my laptop
okay.
bleeping. Hopefully it doesn't record this.
Oh well.
Cut.
So since this is an introduction episode, I wanted to kind of, touch on the different ways that we have experienced similar things. Obviously, we'll dive deeper into them as time goes on. But I find them so, again, signs.
Mm-hmm.
I find them it's so fascinating and unique, because I literally have no other friend that has literally been through the same exact experiences in the same year as you and I.
And completely different direction, path, reason. We didn't walk hand in hand, but we walked the same road, just, I don't know, a mile apart.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy. It all starts a long time ago.
Yeah, Subway. Well, Subway
Well,
was the
you know,
start.
that's
like,
the beginning of this.
yeah.
The Big Bang. I'm still a little salty.
Facts.
But, you know, I think this is a thing that girls do, where you make a friend and you like cling desperately to them for X amount of time, and you spend every single day together for an hour long.
I mean, we had no choice. We worked together.
Yeah. And I was at her house after work and before work and during the nighttime and the next time and the next day and all the times.
And every week hitting up
The Dusty
Armadillo.
Armadillo. Not our shiningest moments,
Wait, but
it was
line
pretty
dancing
great.
is fun.
Line dancing is fun.
And it's exercise. It's good cardiovascular health.
Yeah.
Aside from all the chaos that we went through, we were committed to going and dancing our hearts out.
I could not do a line dance if you paid me $1 million right now. They're all gone. They've erased themselves from my memory.
But now, actually, this is something I actually don't know the answer to. Did you know how to line dance before we started going there?
No, I've never, other than the square dancing they made us do in 8th grade gym class.
Oh, like the electric slide or something?
Yeah, I could do that, but I never did. I'd never even been to a line dancing place.
Did you dance as a child? Like
No.
Really?
I wasn't like a ballerina, if that's what you mean.
No, but like any.
No, I didn't do anything like that. No. Why, do you think I got moves?
You do. You definitely do. I mean, obviously, Liquid Courage makes us a little loosey-goosey
I think
back
I
then.
spent most of my time falling down on my slippery cowgirl boots all the time.
Were those your mom's boots?
Yes. They were well worn. The bottoms were shiny.
Oh, yeah, but they're supposed to be slick. You're supposed to have slick.
Well, I electric slid all over that place. All over it.
But it's impressive to know that you didn't have I did not know that you didn't have a dance background. I actually thought you did.
Do you have a dance background?
Yes. So I danced in high school in Maryland. So I was on the dance team. I did cheerleading when I was a little girl. And I wish I had those videos because I'll never forget. Okay, so sidebar conversation. So when I was in cheerleading, I was in Maryland. I had to have been like 4, 5. It was right before we moved to Florida. And my mom would curl my bangs. I had bangs like yours, like straight across, but mine were thick. Like there was no...
Yeah, the little girl kind.
And I'll never forget, it was right before one of our like dance recitals, like cheer recitals. I was the youngest one and I was always like center. And my mom was curling my bangs and my sister came running by her and hit her in the elbow and singed my forehead.
Oh, jeez.
And it was like welted. It was bad.
Well, good thing you had bangs because it was covered up.
Yes. I remember screaming, getting so angry at her, and then went to my dance recital. And one of the moves I had to like go like this in a circle. It was so cute. But so, yeah, I did cheer and then for a long period, no dancing. And then my sophomore year of high school, I got onto the dance team for basketball. It was like basketball season.
What's a dance team? Like the same as cheerleading, but fancier?
But it's dancing.
No pom-poms.
No pom. Well,
UGLY, you ain't got no alibi.
No, so it was like we didn't say anything. It was literally dancing to music.
Yeah, okay.
But I can't remember. I don't think we had pom-poms for that. But if any of my Maryland friends are watching, maybe they can comment.
Do you have a video of Christy in her dance uniform? Because I have a photo. See it. We will probably place that here.
So, but then I danced. My Uncle Billy I don't know if he necessarily started it, but it was the Countryside Kickers line dancing group in Maryland.
Oh, wow.
And so I learned how to line dance because of him.
So you're telling me I was dancing with dance royalty all this time?
So,
I didn't know.
Actually, you might have been at the Dusty that night. I did get asked to go on tour with a country singer for line dancing. To be a backup dancer.
I don't know. Well, I don't think I was there for that. If I wasn't paying attention too much.
So, long tangent, yes, I do have a dancing background, but all that to say, our committed friendship, very dedicated to line dancing, having a good time.
That was the focal point of our early friendship.
Yep.
And then we started getting big girl jobs and meeting our husbands and doing important things like growing up and we started to walk apart, but I've never once looked back and thought I was mad or we didn't fight and say, I'm done talking to her.
No.
We've always just been friends since the moment we met.
Yeah. It just time creates space at, in different aspects of our life. There was just time and distance. I mean, and there was genuine distance. I mean, once I met Matt, I moved down to Perry Township.
That was the closest you'd ever lived to me because we moved to Maslin and we still didn't see each other that often.
That's right. I forgot about the midget house.
The midget house.
Shout out. Actually, I just saw that it was on sale. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a whole episode in itself.
Yeah.
I can't. They sold it for so much more than we did and did nothing to it.
Well, when I looked at the photos, I was like, I feel like that's what it looked like when I was there.
Definitely was. Didn't change a thing, but they made a lot more money on it than we ever did.
It's the market too,
I know,
but
it's just a bummer. It's a real bummer. We should have kept it, I guess, and rented it out.
You could have rented it out, actually.
We did for a little bit. It's in Jackson.
Heather.
I know, we're dumb. We were afraid to keep it because it was so old and rickety and it's going to need a new furnace and a new this and a new that. We're like, this is a ticking time bomb of money.
Yeah.
And we were renting it out at the time to some kids that were making a mess and just not taking care of it. So we were like, let's just bail.
That's the scary part about like renters. And that's why Matt and I we've thought about it, like getting houses and but no. But yes. Okay. So I was in Perry, we were in Maslin, you were in Maslin, and that was like a 15-minute drive, but you're right. Like it just life.
Yeah. We had regular jobs. You got with Matt and you had a family instantly and you had kids to take care of.
That is true.
And I didn't have kids yet.
That is true.
So you jumped into motherhood before I did. And then I had babies. So I was busy doing that.
Yeah. So
it's hard to maintain a 24/7 line dancing extravaganza when you have responsibilities
and don't work together anymore.
Right. So,
but it was around that time that we both had like the same health diagnosis.
Yes. And that was scary, but not too bad, but we went through some, we had diagnosed with HPV and that seems gross, but it's 95 or something % of people have it.
Yeah, but we didn't even know that until we got it.
Right.
And then the more we talked to women, especially, the more it became, I wouldn't say normalized because it's sad that it even exists, but you're right. It didn't feel as scary. It felt scary at the time.
Well, when we were told, not only do you have this incurable, extremely common, overly contagious virus, you have the one out of 6 kinds that causes cervical cancer.
Yes.
So that's a nice little present to be given on a already bad day when you're at the gynecologist office.
And it was the same year. I don't remember the months and stuff, obviously, but like
fall,
I think I got it first, like the diagnosis first, and then you did.
Yeah.
And then we both had to go through like the colposcopy aspect of the testing. That's where my experience stopped.
Yeah.
Because then I was having normal pap smears after, so I had to have one every few months or something like that.
Yeah.
And then once you go 2 times in a row or something and it's negative, then you go back to once a year.
Then you're back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's the thing with HPV is that it's always in your body, but it's not always doing anything.
Yeah.
If you're healthy and your immune system is working right, then you're fine. But if you get down, your body gets run down a little bit, or you stop taking care of yourself, it can ramp right back up. It's never gone. And, that's the hard part. And mine was worse. I got less lucky, I got more unlucky. And, I had to go farther and had an extra procedure that was painful and scary and unpleasant. And I had a terrible doctor at the time, and she made it so much worse. And that's a whole thing we can talk about. But, I've had good doctors. They're not all bad.
Most of the female doctors that I have had, and yes, that will be even a deeper episode or conversation, I feel I was dismissed because I was always on the fence about kids.
Yeah.
And then Matt and I, when we met, it wasn't very easy to have kids, and that'll be another conversation. So my experience was always kind of like, just they brushed you off. Like, I would express symptoms and they'd be like, nah, your pap smear's fine.
Yeah. Like, this one thing that we're looking at is all that matters.
Yes.
And it's hard to, like, that was the only thing I ever had wrong was having that abnormal result. And, and they'd scare you with moderate and high and severe and dysplasia, just words you don't know. So I'm a Googler. I just Google. And it's terrifying to sit and wait, just like anybody else. If you're having any other kind of health issues, it's you never know. It's unexpected, and the doctors, I feel like they see it every day, so they're not all of them have the grace to, like, look out for you and your feelings.
Yeah,
and so that's rough for, especially we were young. We were so young.
In our 20s,
yeah,
early 20s.
And, then I went years and years and thought everything was fine. Had babies, had lots and lots of exams after all that, and then just recently it all came flying back. So
that'll be a next step of our similarities. Yeah. But so we battled the HPV. We kicked it into dormant. And then we got married.
Same year.
Same year. And essentially 1 month apart.
Wait a minute. Oh, I got married on the 13th, not the 14th. Dang. I thought we had another number. That would have been awesome. I thought we had a number 14 and 4. But it's 13 and 4.
Why didn't you get married on the 14th?
Because that would have been Sunday.
Well, so yeah. Weddings in the same year, that was 2014.
Mm-hmm. And we were both, like, part of each other's.
Yes. Did you get engaged also in that year?
Yes.
Same. Okay.
Yeah, Brent proposed to me on my birthday / Valentine's Day. So he kind of cheated.
Wait,
he lumped them all together.
So Matt proposed to me in February also. So we got engaged the same month and married the same year.
I think she's been copying me. I'm older, so,
She's older and wiser.
I'm her secret mentor.
Yes. So we just pieced that together on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Numbers. We're going to have a little side segment called Christy's Numberology. I love it. Wait, sidetrack about numbers. There are a few numbers in my life that always pop up. Everybody sees 1, 2, 3, 4, like 1234 time. But there's one that always pops up. It's 1022 in my family. And it was growing up, my grandparents had this old-timey, like, wall oven, and it had, like, a regular clock with hands on it. And it was stuck on 1022. Or no, it wasn't hands. They were like the flippy little, the letters flip, numbers flip. And it was stuck on 1022 for, like, my entire life. It's always 1022. But then, like, I would always, like, look at the clock at 1022, or I would be timing something and it would be 1022. Like, it just 1022 happened all the time.
That's awesome.
And so I think of that as my, like, magical number.
Well, and it's your grandparents too.
Yeah.
It's like tied to your grandparents. Now, are they both still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a new oven, so it's not as special anymore.
Did you not tell them, like, please keep this clock? I'm just kidding.
Set your clock to 10:22 and never change it.
That's hilarious. Yes, so numbers. But so we got engaged in 2014 and married in 2014. That was not shotgun weddings, though.
No. There was no reason other than we were just impatient.
Well, and even like to dive into that a little bit, mine was more so like I just didn't care about the money aspect of it. Like, I think I had maybe 20 guests at our wedding. My dress was $300 from David's Bridal, and it was the exact dress I wanted. My veil cost half of what my dress was. But I just wanted to get married. Like, I didn't care what the extravagant stuff. He wanted to go shotgun, like go to Vegas, hurry up and get, I don't know if it's shotgun, but like he wanted to just go elope. Yeah. And I'm glad we didn't do that because my mom walked me down the aisle to him.
Yeah.
And if we would have went to Vegas or something, it would have gotten more expensive.
It would have been like some creepy guy at the front desk at the little chapel walking you
Yeah.
down the aisle.
Although not discrediting anyone who has done that. That's just not my dream.
I got a couple of friends that have done that. I think it's fine. I wanted to go to Vegas for our 10-year anniversary and get remarried by Elvis, but that didn't happen. Now I'm going to wait to 20.
Well,
or just
it could be done.
Could be.
We could do it together.
Oh, like split the difference right on the exact day in between. Oh my gosh. And I had something in my head and now it's disappeared.
About our weddings?
I think so.
Your wedding was sweet.
That's because I have no chill. And I just went ham. But not like bridezilla. My husband will say in the comments below she was a bridezilla, but he's not telling the truth. I was not.
Were you a bridezilla?
No, I was just like overwhelming myself because I was like, I'm gonna make all the decorations. I'm gonna cook all the dessert. I'm gonna make all the food. I'm gonna decorate the whole thing. And then when I got there, I'm like, I literally can't do any of those things because I have to get ready to get married. So it was like a mad dash to get everything set up because I just had all this in my head ready to go, but couldn't execute it. So my mom was like running around, working her butt off to get everything set up. We were up like all night long making pie. It was crazy, but it was super fun. I still have people tell us today that our wedding was like the best one they'd been to.
It was awesome.
And it wasn't fancy. You know, like we had a DJ, kegs of beer, a tent, and plastic chairs and tables.
Yeah, but it was comfortable, welcoming. Yeah, it wasn't like snotty.
Yeah, right. It wasn't fancy. My only regret is that we didn't get married in a church. Yeah. I wish we would have gotten married in a church. But that was the time in my life when I was hiding, I think. Hiding from my own heart.
Yeah.
And it was never gone, but it was, I think when you grow up as a Christian and you become an adult and you go away to college and you make friends and you discover how fun alcohol and partying and boys are, especially for me, I thought I want to do these things, but I don't think I'm supposed to. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to. And you just kind of make a choice. And I made a choice to push down that feeling and live for myself instead of for God. Yeah. And do I have regrets? Sure, I do. And, I've paid the price for that choice.
Yeah.
And I mean, ultimately every choice I've ever made has brought me here. So I'm not, I would never go back and undo it. But I hope that people hearing that from me could make a choice to honor themselves and God in their life. Like you're allowed to be your person. You're allowed to mess up. You're allowed to do things that are not great.
Yeah.
But I shoved it down and ignored it when I knew it was wrong. And I think that just bred badness in my, in my heart. And it took a while to get rid of it. I was never a terrible person. It's not like I was
No.
getting arrested only that one time when Christy was there.
We'll have to touch on that one on this episode, probably. Because that could be a cliffhanger.
Oh, dun, 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 Heather, the felon. I'm not a felon, I swear. So, but I'm happy. I'm so incredibly happy now. I have wonderful friends. I have a wonderful job with my family. I get to see my family every day, and my kids are around me all the time. Like, I just I have nothing to whine about.
Yeah.
And even though bad things, my mom is gone and I miss her, and those things are never gone. They still hurt, but I'm letting myself be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes a big difference.
It does.
When you decide to tell the hurt to go away, it's not pretending that it's not there. If you just say, you can't hurt me because I'm already hurting, like, you can't make it worse.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than what I've already felt.
Right.
So it's all the same. Worse things, terrible things could happen to any of us, any moment of the day. And if we live our life like that, it's awful. I need to tell myself this. This advice is for me. Like, I'm the one who thinks of horrible stuff all the time. So.
But that's gotten worse since your mom. But
I feel like I just talked a lot.
No, that's okay. That's what this is. That's what this is. So not getting married in church, but your wedding was still, it was beautiful.
Yeah. We got married by a pastor.
Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't like we didn't get married before God. I just think I would have liked it better.
Well, and
it was like 10 minutes, like the ceremony part.
See, I don't even remember
because it was so fast.
Well, so I'll talk about that in a second. But, so continuing about your wedding, though, Matt, Addie, and Landon came with me. They were my guests because kids were welcome. At least my kids were welcome.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot there. But
no.
There were some.
But when we were taking photos, they went out to the, I don't know where the people go.
Oh, it was the trap range.
Yes.
Trap line.
And they're saving all these bullets. Matt actually might still have a bullet shell from your shotgun shell from your wedding. But I'll never forget that. They're like, I went out there to check on them. We legit
had a shotgun wedding, but not the kind that
you did have photos, didn't you?
Oh, they're so cheesy.
I love it.
Oh, they're so cheesy.
My favorite photo, at least I'm sure there's hundreds of photos of you and your mom, but my favorite photo is the one I took of you and your mom.
It's the best.
I love that photo.
We're going to have a photo montage at the end of every episode.
Yeah, of different things we've talked about. That's a good idea. We'll remember that.
Put that in the memory bank. Chink.
And then my wedding was actually planned in 2 months. And so I didn't have as many people in the wedding, and yours was literally the month before mine. I got married in October.
Yeah.
And so you shared with me that you had 2 weddings that day. And that was also part of my reason for not having you in it, because I didn't want to make you feel like you were obligated to choose being in mine, dressing in mine, and then feeling any guilt for rushing to go to the next one. So I just had my sister-in-law and Jess as my bridesmaids.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I was the only guest. Everybody else was your family. And Brent and I were both there.
You and Brent, my friend Lainey, Molly. Oh, I'm going to feel really bad if I forget any other. Well, Jess. So Jess was my friend. But, and then Matt had his friend Quentin, Michelle. I mean, obviously they're my friends too now, but, and then Jesse. But yeah, everyone else was family. And it was on a lake. I paid $50 for the little pavilion that we all sat under. But I don't regret having mine on water, because water has a meaningful meaning for me.
You always loved anchors.
Well, I've
And
always
all things
loved
water and all,
so the anchor thing is one of the only piece of jewelry that my grandfather had given to me was an anchor, a golden anchor with a rope wrapped around it, and that was what kind of struck my love for anchors. I've always lived around like water, and then my mom, when she told me that my dad had passed away, she took me to the ocean and sat me down on the sand looking at the beach and the waves rolling in the evening. And that's how she told me that my dad was gone. And so I don't know. It was like it was peaceful to know about it then. I mean, I cried and it was emotional.
Yeah.
But I've always gravitated towards some form of body of water when something either good, bad, sad, happy happens in my life. And so I don't regret not getting married in a church. And if that's not good from living a faith-based life, I'm sorry, but I don't regret that. I do like that I got married by a body of water in nature, God all around us in nature. But it was actually, I still follow her. Sherry was our sermon, I guess. Is that what they're called? Officiant. She married us. And so you said yours was fast. Looking back,
yours was very fast.
Mine was long.
Was it?
Yes.
Maybe because I couldn't stay because I had to go to the other wedding.
It was long in the sense that we were standing up there, and I mean, Heather, it rained, sleeted, snow, and sunshine the whole time that she was speaking. And I remember one time looking at her and Matt squeezing my hand and smiling. She's like, "I'm trying to hurry."
Oh, geez. She didn't get the memo.
But I picked everything, so it was my fault.
You told her what to say. Yes. It was too much.
I actually have it in a folder.
Oh my gosh! I just had a number moment. Numerology. What? I remember. It made me. I went through. I was like Bridezilla brain. I went to this website and found out exactly how many days Brent and I had been dating. And I just thought it was a round number. I don't remember what it was. And, like it was like 2,420 or something. I don't know. And I thought it was just so incredibly cool. And I was just like, I have to tell the world how many days we've dated.
Wait, why would that make you a Bridezilla?
Because I had made the pastor mention it during our ceremony, and I thought I was gonna get a "oh wow" from like everybody in the crowd, but I was just like crickets. Nobody cared. It was like the dumbest thing I ever did, and I can't even remember the number now.
I don't even remember that.
See, it was so inconsequential. You don't remember? I just remember thinking, "Oh my gosh, this means we're meant to be." It's just so ridiculous because I could have waited 10 more days and it would have also been a round number.
So see, you're trash talking me in numbers, and it's been in you all along.
I'm just a baby numerologist.
Oh, okay. You're also a mixologist. That's a photo.
That's a good one. Oh man, I don't know. We have to dig through the photo vault for all these. This craziness.
So going back to things that tie us together. Yeah. So like, okay, the HPV diagnosis, the getting engaged, just learning about that, and then getting married the same year. And then I'm sure there's other things we can think of, but I'm thinking of like the big moments.
Yeah.
And then 2020 is when our moms had passed.
Yeah.
And so mine was first in like peak COVID.
Yeah.
May 6, 2020. So it was the Wednesday before Mother's Day, which if I dive into the numbers or the signs and stuff, like I don't know if it's necessarily a sign, but like, so my dad died on Father's Day, like in 2001. And then my mom died a few days before Mother's Day. So it's always kind of like hit me that like I lost both of my parents during
The time
the
you
Parents'
celebrate
Day.
them.
Yeah. Which was, I always looked at it as like a cruel, sick joke. And for a long time, I struggled with Father's Day. And then I met a man who was already a father. And it was like, dang, like, I have to celebrate him. He's so wonderful. He's the best father that I know. Obviously, Brent is a phenomenal father, but I'm saying from my own personal
sure.
experiences, the best dad, I have to celebrate him. But it's also a day that was so depressing for me, but he brought me out of those trenches.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the tangent for my dad. But so my mom died in 2020 first, and hers was, which I would like to talk about this deeper at some point, but hers was, she battled addiction my whole life and unfortunately succumbed to that addiction. I still think there's some behind the scenes that took place for the ending of her life, but nonetheless, she died of an overdose, completely unexpected, and it just like rocked my world.
It was out of nowhere.
Oh,
because I had thought I'd talked to you not that long before, and I thought she was doing well.
Yeah,
with you. You know, she was being around you more, and I was seeing her with you more.
Yeah,
and then I was just shocked.
I mean, that was like a, not woe is me, but that was that like when I look back on that, well, we'll talk about like all this stuff deeper at some point, but like when I look back who I am today versus who I was then, first and foremost, I would say that would be the start of the dark times for Christy. And literally having to pull myself out until who I am today. But when I look back, I don't know who that person is. Like I genuinely don't recognize that person. But what I will say is when I think about God and Jesus, I do believe that God placed Matt and Landon in my life to help continue to just be the safe space for me, because Landon was with me when I got the call and like he saw it all unfold and called his dad. And oh gosh, so that was 5 years ago. So he would have been 14.
Yeah.
And had to like call his dad, and like he was holding me when I like was just screaming. And then I had to like put my big girl pants on and contact all my family, my sister, my brother, my grandma. But and anyways, so I experienced the first hit, and then
during around that time is when my mom started to really be sick.
Did you know she was sick before then, or
I knew something was wrong. So what was it, like March 11th that they shut the world down
something
for
like
COVID?
that?
And I started work because she was watching my children every day while I went to work up until then.
Okay.
But then I was like, oh, look at me. I get to work from home and I get to hang out with my little boys. And it was wonderful. I was so excited. So I didn't hardly see her. They hardly see her. But then she was telling me that she was going to the doctor and she's doing this and she's not feeling good. She's not feeling good. And she's got pain in her side and all this and that and this. And I'm like, this doesn't sound good. You know, and she's having procedures and it was very secretive, but not intentionally secretive. It was almost, you know, like she didn't want me to worry about it. And then I think it was the 4th of July when it was confirmed, or right around the 4th of July, that it was confirmed that she had stage 4 colon cancer. And it had spread all over her heart and her lungs and her liver and I don't know where else. But that was July. She did chemo all summer long. My brother did an amazing job taking care of her. And then she got an infection from, you know, her port or wherever. And when she went to the ER, they were like, the chemo's not doing anything. And just over the weekend, that was like the 24th or 25th of October. And on the 27th, she passed away. So
it happened fast.
Yeah, it did. Well, I mean, I think we all knew. And it was hard because I was like, I wanted to hold out hope that she would be okay. But and at the same time, it's COVID. So I'm like, I can't take my germy, boogery children over to see my immunocompromised mom during COVID. I certainly don't want to get her sick now. And looking back, I wish I would have spent every minute there with her all that summer.
And I think that's so, like, again, two totally different paths, but we both experienced that same just hit you in the gut, take you to your knees type of pain.
Yeah.
But for two totally different reasons. But I think that that's where we also can relate is the year that it happened. I mean, it was like peak chaos of COVID and not knowing. And like, one of the last text messages I had from my mom was saying, I sure wish I could see you. I wish this stuff would be over with.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see her either. I looked at it. My mom wasn't sick. I mean, she was mentally sick and obviously fighting an addiction my whole life for 32 years, 31 years. But I was afraid to go around her because I'm like, I don't know who she's around.
Yeah.
I don't know what this virus is going to do to me. Right. And looking back, I'm like, that's so foolish. Like, I've had COVID like 4 times since then. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But the panic that like was given to everyone.
Yeah.
And I won't go in a tangent on that, but that's my regret, is not spending more time or seeing her.
You know, they were being taken from us anyways, and the little time we had was robbed away by fear.
Yeah.
And you know, not that being with a loved one who's like gravely ill is an enjoyable time, but you know, I miss her so much, and I wish I would have had every extra minute I could have gotten.
You and me both.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
She was. And I have a friend, shout out to my friend Jen.
Hi, Jen.
She tells me all the time that I'm just like her.
There is definitely.
And that makes me feel really good because she was so awesome.
Yeah.
And everybody loved her, and she was so much fun, and she was a wonderful person. And she was a badass. I'm not afraid to say she was totally a badass.
So was my mom.
So it's like it's really weird to feel so young and not have your mother. My grandma is alive, and she's feeling the pain of losing her. It's just not fair. You know, it's just not fair. Life is challenging, and fairness is relative, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because it's the same. I mean, my mom's mom, my grandma, shout out grandma, is, Gigi.
She was our first liker, I think.
Was. So shout out to our grandmas, and they're both the moms to our moms.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both still around and had to go through the experience of losing their child, because every parent
is terrified of that.
They think, I'm going to go first.
To make it to your older age and think you're safe.
Yeah.
I can't even. I'm sorry if I made you sad, Gigi. Fast forward.
Grandma's probably going to fast forward. Don't fast forward. Face it.
We love you so very much.
Yes. Thank you.
Because we wouldn't be here. You know what? Grandmas are so special. All grandmas are special. But there's something just extra special about your maternal grandma, because every woman is born with every egg they'll ever produce in their entire life. It's in your body at birth, which means you were an egg inside of your mother when she was inside your grandmother.
That's crazy.
So, and back and back and back. So there's just a deeper connection than you can even, I feel my paternal grandmother was the sunshine of everyone. She was just wonderful, and she's gone, and I miss her terribly. And I love them both so very much. But I think what's special for me and Gigi is that we can connect together on the pain.
Yes.
And I see my mom in her, and she sees her daughter in me.
Oh, 100%.
So it's special.
Mm-hmm.
It's special and painful, but beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and I think God made it that way, because what's more important than family?
Yeah.
And family doesn't mean blood.
Yeah.
Family, it can mean egg inside of an egg inside of an egg. But,
it could also be your chosen family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have a lot more chosen family than I have biological family. But nonetheless, you're right. Grandmas are very special.
Mm-hmm.
And actually,
no
my
shade
grandma,
to grandpas. They're pretty great too.
Well, actually,
I've got 2 still.
I don't have any. Actually, I have both grandmas. And that'll be another story for another time. But I don't have either grandparent or grandfather. But my grandma has said, she's like, I would be a guest on your podcast. I'm like, all right.
We're going to have an episode called The Grandmas.
Yeah.
Oh,
she'll probably be like, don't call me that.
Does she go by a fancy grandma name? Like,
no.
Like Mimi?
Mom. Lana calls her Mom.
That's cute.
I feel like that's a really Maryland thing because I never hear anyone else use that term.
That's a new one for me.
I really think it's a Maryland thing because there's like a influencer I follow on social media and they also use the term mom and they're from like the Eastern Shore. So like Maryland or Delaware or whatever.
I'm going to go for one like Gam when I'm a grandma.
Oh, actually, you want to know what my mom was to the kids? Meow.
That's cute.
And that's her. I mean, Cat. Her name
remember
was Cat,
that.
And then she's like, oh, there's so many different grandma terms. Just call me Meow. Like, that's literally how she said it. And they were so young. They're like,
okay,
all right.
Doing it.
I'm sure Landon now is probably like, it's probably awkward when he explains it to his friends. Like, oh, my Meow.
My Meow.
And knowing his buddies, they're probably like,
you're
throwing
crazy.
some weird stuff out there in reference to it. But anyways, so yeah, that was the like third connection for us. And then
the current connection.
Oh.
Fast forward 5 years later.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. We both, well, I was first, I guess.
You were first.
After ignoring my health for 5 years, I decided to go to the doctor, and obviously my abnormal pap results came running back faster than ever. And they were more on the severe side, moderate side, and of course the doctor's like, but I can't really tell until I, get up in there. So I was like, all right. And, we talk and we do more tests and do this and, and it's bad, but it's not like terrible. And he gives me some choices. And at this point, I guess I'm like, I've got 2 little boys. I got elementary school kids. I love babies. I would have gladly had another baby if it had happened. But we tried a little and we're like, nah, it didn't work out this time. So we just moved on. And I just told him, I said, because the whole thing was your choices are, I do this thing and it makes becoming pregnant dangerous. I do this thing, it makes becoming pregnant slightly less dangerous, but it's less effective. Or you go, as my doctor claimed, scorched earth and just the whole thing.
Yeah, but I feel like you're missing, like, when you were diagnosed with stage 0, I thought.
Not until after my hysterectomy.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, so after I debated it and Brent and I talked and we've kind of hemmed and hawed, we're like, all right, I was like, I'm doing it.
You brought it up to me, actually, before you even decided.
It took a while. I mean, it was January and then my surgery was in April. So, it took me a solid month to call the doctor back and tell him that what I wanted to do. Because he told me, it's not like an emergency. Like, you have time to decide. It's a slow moving thing. But if I had done nothing in 10 years, it may or may not have been full blown cancer.
Yeah.
And so obviously I wasn't going to do nothing. So I had the hysterectomy. It was fine. The surgery was fine. I mean, it was painful. Christy's way more, she's in it right now, today.
Like
And,
day 12,
like day
I think.
12. I'm on, I don't know, I'm 7 months out now, 6 months. And after my pathology came back, it said there was stage 0 carcinoma in situ, which means there's cancerous cells, but they had not breached the outside of the cervical like tissue.
Okay.
So it's when it starts to approach and breach the outsides. It was all enclosed, which
is
means
good.
Yes, it had not gone anywhere. But then obviously 1, 2, 3, whatever, it gets worse from there. It becomes cervical cancer.
So my understanding too, had it come back, that diagnosis before the hysterectomy, there's actually another doctor that has to do the hysterectomy. It's not your doctor anymore.
Yeah.
It's more like an oncologist kind of doctor.
Yeah. It's like
so you got lucky, actually.
Yeah, he did the surgery, did a great job, and
I want to have an episode talking deeper about these things, but yeah, we were out to dinner with Melissa and Katie and them for Melissa's birthday.
Hey, BTW.
And your birthday.
Yeah.
We were driving in Matt's truck. It was me and you, and
Yep.
you're like, "Hey, I got to tell you something." And that's when you dropped it to me. And at this point, that wasn't even on the Richter scale for me.
Yeah.
And so but I'm a hypochondriac.
Me too.
I'm aware now. I wasn't aware
we
then.
should call this oh my gosh, do I have that podcast?
Yeah. But when you told me it, my first thought was, get it the heck out of there. Like, one, your mom passed from cancer, so let's not let that sit in there and brew around. But then when you had brought up, like, Brent and I aren't positive about if we want another kid or not, and I'm like, yeah, you're going to have a deeper conversation.
Yeah.
You're definitely, my vote, get it out as soon as you can, at least.
Right.
If you want to try for another, but then get it out of there, because no one knows how many years it takes, but like,
Right.
I just don't like messing with that crap. I don't. So yeah, you went through it, and I'll be honest with you right here, right now on camera and recording. I actually do regret not being more involved with you with your hysterectomy. I didn't know, like,
well, it's hard to. I have no regrets from I'm like, there's no harsh feelings. Like I didn't have a lot of people doting on me, but my mother-in-law came and took care of me like fantastically. Brent did a great job. I didn't really have to do much. I'm lucky that my job is with my dad, and he obviously wasn't going to be mad if I couldn't come back to work.
Laid up in bed.
Yeah. And, and I could work from my bed or take day off if I needed to. So I didn't need a lot,
Yeah.
And you're getting around like a champion over here.
I went for a mile walk today.
Yeah, I still don't do that.
I went for a walk the day after my surgery. It wasn't a mile. It wasn't even close. But I'm like, Matt, get me out of this house. I need to move my body. But here comes hypochondriac. Actually, truthfully, and I know, like, I don't want to go on a tangent about faith, but since I found my faith, I'm not as bad. I'm really not. But, they talk about blood clots in your legs and stuff. And I was like, no, not I.
Deep vein thrombosis.
Not I.
Oh, God. We're going to have hypochondriac episode.
Oh, for sure.
I think we should just name all of the ailments we thought we had.
Oh, 100%.
Mine's really long.
Oh, yeah. So you went through yours, and I checked in on you, and Brent actually texted me. Like, we were texting, but you were supposed to give me his number, but you never did. Like, you just forgot. So he's texting me from your phone, but when I first saw it pop up, I'm like, there's no way this ish is texting me in the middle of surgery. And then I saw it was Brent. I love him. I think I'll have to go back through my text to see exactly what he said, because I'm pretty sure it was kind of funny. But yeah, like, you went through it. Obviously healed up, you're fine. I mean, we can go deeper, but then boom,
here comes Christy following in my footsteps.
Like,
see,
what the
she's
heck?
always copying me.
What the heck? This is when it all started clicking for me, honestly. And this is when, like, in the back of my brain, this started to, not still a little salty. This is something you and I completely came up with recently.
Yeah.
But the wheel started to spin for me. I'm like, what are the chances that one friend that you've known since really actually your adulthood, because I haven't known you since I was a child.
No, we didn't have any childhood memories.
No, but
together.
like we went through literally some major life events the same dang time, and I get for different reasons. So I had been having like female issues for a while and kept having a fat uterus in my readings for years.
That fatty.
No, fat girl got
Get out of
addicted.
here.
So, you know, my period kept getting like just crazy. And obviously HPV's in the back of my head because I also was diagnosed with the cancerous strand. But I've had clear pap smears and I did not ignore my appointments. I went every year.
Yeah, no,
I just need you to know.
I didn't.
So I knew that like that's not what was happening from a cervical aspect, but I'm like, is something deeper? Like something deeper was going on, but I don't know, it was like June when I had to have the saline infused sonogram, and that's when my uterus was reading thick again. And in 2023, I had the polyps and essentially had a DNC.
Yeah.
And that was painful. That was extremely painful. The doctor then downplayed the crap out of that.
Yeah.
And like that was really painful and told me more than likely the polyps are going to come back. They're just going to keep coming back. And I'm like, okay,
thanks.
That's cool.
What did you do that for then?
Yeah, but it wasn't like how many years, you know, but here we are 2 years later and it's reading thick again and irregular when he goes up in there, I think in June or July when he did the saline infused sonogram. And that's when he was like, more than likely the polyps are back. And Matt and I, we in reality, we can't have kids. Like we just couldn't. Like if we did, it would have costed thousands upon thousands of dollars and I would have wreaked even more havoc on my body.
You may not have even gotten pregnant.
Well, and a lot of the times when people do get pregnant for the first time, it doesn't stay. So I'm going to invest thousands and thousands into essentially a 50-50 chance of
probably
losing
less
it.
than 50-50.
Yeah, like
25-75.
Yeah. So when he told me that the polyps were back, he did a biopsy and we had to wait for the results. And I made Matt go with me because I'm like, I think this is when a big life decision's about to be made. I also want you to be sitting there with me just in case this does come back. The biopsy results come back not in my favor, because that was scaring me. I'm like 2 years later and I've already got growths going again. Like, what are the chances I'm going to get lucky a second time, you know?
Right.
So anyways, they came back benign and the doctor was like, you know, it's going to keep happening. We can go in, scrape it out. We can do an ablation. And I'm like doing all my research on that. I'm like, I don't want to do that because ablations, from my understanding, if you do that, it is harder to detect if you have bad cells in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing another DNC essentially. I'm like, I'm opting for the final straw. So
Scorched Earth.
Yeah.
That's the title of the hysterectomy episode.
Yes.
Scorched Earth.
So we had our hysterectomy. I've had it on the 23rd of October and today is what?
November 4th.
Yeah. So.
And she's a boss. I'm pretty sure I didn't even brush my hair after 12 days.
Bull. You took your kids to school the week after, I thought.
I think I did.
Okay, so I was talking to my coworker, shout out Jerry, today.
We have lots of shout outs today.
And I know he and I talked last week, but I don't remember it. I'm like, dude, I don't remember a lot of what's been going on, but I'm back.
I'm alive and awake.
I'm here.
Not drugged.
So all that to say, wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Here we are, starting a podcast. That was a lot of timeline information.
Yes. Crammed into what are we at?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
It's just several minutes.
Several minutes.
It doesn't give me minutes. It gives me frames.
But all that to say, that was all of this is the start of Still a Little Salty.
Yeah. And, I feel like every podcast I've ever listened to, you listen to the first episode and you're like, you kind of maybe get introduced in a later episode and then you're like, oh, I'm going back to the beginning and I'm going to start from scratch. That's me. I like a binge all the way from the beginning. And then you're like, oh, that's not them. So if you're joining us now from the future, let us know how it is.
Weird.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Signs and numbers. We'll call it the number hour with Christy. I almost called you Christy Bates just now.
I've called you Powell a few times in my head.
Yeah.
Heather Powell. And I'm like, oh, shoot, she's Magoni.
I forget that I had a different name sometimes.
I've had three last names.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
You didn't know this?
You're a Tarek.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Bates. And then, oh my gosh, I still feel like after 15 years, I might not be saying your name right. Is it Lamille?
Okay, so there's multiple ways.
Yeah.
Lamille is what most people say. I'm pretty certain my father-in-law prefers Lamille.
Lamille?
Yeah.
Is that French?
It is French.
Oh,
and then
she's a fancy lady.
And then in France, I think it's La Miel.
Yeah, I would assume so. That would be like 2 words.
Yeah.
But... I'm a the Magoni. You know how many people ask me if I'm Italian? Like, no.
It's not Italian?
Well, yeah, but I'm not Italian.
Yeah.
No, I don't immediately become Italian upon
Wait a minute.
marriage.
That's actually crazy to think. Brent is Italian?
Oh, yeah. His, like,
But he's got, like, ginger in him.
Oh, his mom's family is from Scotland.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And then his dad's side is from Italy. And, like, his grandfather, I think, immigrated to America in like 1906 or something like that as a little kid. Like I did the whole ancestry thing and I found his name on the boat dock, like the boat register, whatever, the ship's register.
I want to do ancestry.
It's pretty cool. It's overpriced, but really cool.
Yeah.
It's like $50 a month. Well, especially if you only have American relatives, it's $30. But if you got some of them, they're foreign relatives, you got to pay $50 to get the international records, which are in Italian anyways, and you can't read them.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. Brent's sister actually went and visited the town in Italy that their family is from. Sesto Calende. Shout out to Sesto Calende if you're listening from there.
Wait, Rebecca?
Yeah.
I figure she's a world traveler.
Yeah, she's a traveling
We'll
fool.
have to have her.
They just got back from Hawaii. Mm-hmm. Hawaii.
Oh.
Have you seen Hotel Transylvania? Oh, well.
Oh, no, yes, I have, but I don't remember.
She says, I want to go to Hawaii.
And on that note,
signing off.
We'll see you next time.
We love you.
Bye-bye. Stay salty.
Stay salty.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Still a Little Salty. We hope you enjoyed hanging out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Remember, it's okay to be a work in progress. We're all just trying to be the salt, adding goodness, truth, and a little bit of flavor along the way.
We'll see you next time. Until then,
stay salty.